Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've all had a great week. If you are new here, I'm Alyshia and I love all things creepy, spooky and special effects. Halloween is my favourite time of year and it's also my birthday month. And I just love October so much. I've always loved Halloween. I think it's because of all the horror movies and the thriller movies that I watched when I was younger with my family. And then I just loved creepy things ever since. So I created this clown look and it was inspired by my ripped and stitched makeup look that I did a few years ago. It's probably been like over 6 years ago that I did that makeup look, and I decided to do a clown in the middle. The last one that I did, it was just standard makeup in the middle. So I take some liquid latex and put this on with my finger just in small sections because the liquid latex can dry easily. Now, my ripped and stitched look was recreated so many times by people, so many times that the credit was no longer due because so many people just kept recreating it. I didn't know how popular it was going to be. I still see people kind of getting the same kind of idea to this day, so it's really cool though. That so many people enjoyed that look, and it is one of my biggest videos on YouTube. So yeah, I put on liquid latex and the toilet paper all around my face. You just want to rip the toilet paper in little thin strips and work in sections, as you can see here. So many people want to know how to do cuts and stuff like that, and this is how I do it. I'm obviously not a professional, so it's not going to look perfect. This is just how I do it, and it works for me, and it's made everything look really cool in the past, so yeah. And I get my liquid latex from BodyFX, and most of the products that I'm using in today's video are also from BodyFX, which is my favourite New Zealand store for all things Halloween and makeup, really. They do like paints and contact lenses, they do scab blood and brushes and different application tools and eyeshadows and heaps of different makeup, so yeah, I love it. So here I'm just thickening up the forehead with more paper, and you want to wait for the liquid latex to dry at least up to 5 minutes just to make sure it's really dry. And then what I did was take some white face paint, this is from Kryolan, and filled in the center of my face. And then I take this vibrant palette from BodyFX, and I didn't show the eyeshadow, but I just take a white to set that paint because you want to blend eyeshadows easily on the top. So I just make sure I really set like in my creases of my eyes and everything. And then I take some foundation. I'm using the Thin Lizzy Airbrush Flawless foundation. And I just put this around like halfway on all that liquid latex. And then what I do is I set that with a powder, just so, yeah, it doesn't smudge everywhere and transfer everywhere. So I did half of that liquid latex with white paint and then half with foundation. And in the center of the white and the foundation line, you want to cut all around. Now, this looks scary and it isn't really, like, you kind of know where you're going, so you just want to like poke a hole in the latex. This is really like thick and you can just feel the scissors like sliding on top of the surface of your skin. Like, I've never really cut myself. No, I've never cut myself doing this before, but you just want to be careful anyway, especially if it's your first time doing it. But I just kind of wriggle it around under the latex and kind of snip it, as you can see here, and then I pull the latex and I made it like a little bit more open by cutting more of the latex, but I didn't show that on camera because that took so bloody long. The scissors were really blunt. Then I take the BodyFX Vibrant palette again and I use some black eyeshadow to fill all in between that latex. So you want to make this look like it's a big cut. So black is going to add some depth into the cut before I add the scab blood. I even thought the makeup looked cool like this, like without any of the scab blood, just black eyeshadow. But yeah, it looks quite cool. I really like doing like crazy horror looks. Anything with scab blood and cuts always do so much better than my standard looks. I don't know why. But I take the scab blood and just the back of like a spoolie stick and I fill that all in. So I really layer it up, and what I do to make the flaps look more open, I get a huge bulge of scab blood and stick it under the flap, so it kind of like helps it to stick up on its own. And then what I do is I take that little stick and I just dab it all around the white part. I'm kind of like disguising where the latex stops on the face a little bit by just adding some scab blood around. And yeah, you couldn't really tell. Anyway, it looks quite realistic. Then I'm smudging some blood all at the top. You don't have to do this, but I just wanted to make it look like it's just freshly been done and there's blood going everywhere. Now I take the red from that same vibrant eyeshadow palette and I just blend this into the crease. This doesn't have to be perfect, and you can use any colors you want, but I just use this red. I wanted to stick with the red theme. And then I draw on my little cute clown nose. I think this would have looked cool like black, like to do a black clown nose with a white shine, but red looks alright as well. So I did red eyeshadow in the center of that nose, and then I also bring it underneath my eyes. I did everything out of order with this makeup look, just like how I do with a lot of my other makeup looks. I just do everything out of order. So now I'm blending that red on the top and just creating like this cut crease and extending it way down to my nose. You don't have to be as technical as this if you're not good at eyeshadow. You could just slap some red on your eyelids and kind of blend it out with a big brush and that's it. But I thought I'd get a little bit creative, so I did this like cut crease. And you just want to line it above the crease of your eye, like where the fold is in your eye, and just do the eyeshadow slightly above that. And join it up to a wing. So yeah, I thought it looks really cool. I'm just using a small brush. It's always helpful when you use small tools as well. And it's good to get creative with your eyeshadow. And this is good practice for me anyway, because if it doesn't look good, it doesn't matter. So now I'm taking the Wet n Wild H2O liquid liner. By the way, this stuff sticks in your eyelashes and quite hard to get out your brow hairs, so just FYI. But yeah, I'm doing eyebrows on the clown. I do like little strokes in the front of it just to make it look more like pop art, cartoon kind of effect. And then I do a winged liner with this. And as you can see, I'm like trying not to get it on my eyelashes because it takes forever to get out. But I love this liquid liner because it never runs out. You can dip it in the liquid and it's just a really good brush. I know it's not as like clean as a sharp eyeliner pen, but it's still really good. So now I'm taking some black eyeshadow and just blending in around the eyeliner for the nose just to add some depth. Then I take this BodyFX Rainbow Face Paint palette in the white to create a shine on my nose. That's like water activated paints, by the way. All my paint brushes I use are from BodyFX. Now I'm taking the pink eyeshadow and kind of doing like some cheek blush. And then I use that liquid liner to do triangles down my face. Now, I didn't really want this to look too similar to the clown look I did last week, so I tried to mix it up a little bit. And I kind of wanted a little bit more than just red and black and white colors, so I added like pinks and purples within my look. Taking some black to add some shadows in those triangles that I just drew, and then taking the pink from that eyeshadow palette and smudging this in and blending it into that black up above. Now I'm taking a black eyeliner and really darkening the waterline and the tight line. You just want to make this look super, super black and blend it into your lash line as well. Then I take some pink and just kind of blend it underneath the eyes and down the triangles. I could have done this so much more detailed, this clown look, but I didn't want it to be a look that took super long. I put some eyelashes on by Glam by Manicure. Oh, I was struggling with them, but they are really good and big and cat eye-like, suited the clown vibes. And now I'm taking this mascara and coating my lashes. Again, because I had white paint all over them, top and bottom. And now time to do the mouth. I was going to do red lips, as you can see here, but I was like, no, I think it needs black, and I'm so glad I made that decision. So I take a small black, I take a small brush with some black on it, and you just dip the paint in water. So it's like watercolor really. And then I do like this ombre lip, and then I take the red paint and I put this in the center of my lip. So all this paint that I'm using, the water activated paint, is from the BodyFX Rainbow Face Paint palette, which I absolutely love. It's got all the staple shades in there. I take this MAC lipstick just to make it look a little bit more like opaque and pigmented on my lips. Then I draw some blood going down the jaw, which I'm glad it added some gruesome effect. And I thought the eyes needed some more stuff, so I did like some triangles coming out from them. Now this is where it gets cool. I actually take some building string and some liquid latex. I'm dotting it on, as you can see here, cutting the building string and just sticking it on top of it like this. So this took a while because you had to wait a little bit for the liquid latex to get tacky and then put the building string on the top. And I was actually going to paint the building string white. The two top ones that I did on my head, you probably can't see in this lighting with the ring light, but I tried to attempt to paint them white with cream paint, and it just looked weird. And I really liked how the yellow string looked because it added like a pop of color and made it look more like clown-like, and I don't know, just more colorful and vibrant, and it ended up looking really cool, so I kept it yellow. So after sticking them all on around the whole face, probably like 2 to 3 centimeters apart, I take the liquid liner and do dots on the edge of each string because I want to make it look like my face has been sewn on, and yeah, I'm turning into like some creepy clown and the face just got sewed on. So now I'm doing some black blood, no, not black blood, these are like black tears running down my face. I thought this made it look really cool. I'm glad I added this. And I nearly forgot. I was like, oh, I want this clown to be a bit more like angry looking. So I did some angry frown lines. And then I take the scab blood and put that on the dots all around the strings on the inside and the outside, just to make it look more like it's been punctured. So then you just want to style your hair. I always say this in every video. I think having your hair styled back and slicked like this just adds to the evil vibes. I don't know where I get that idea from, but it just looked really cool. And then I go back in and I darken up that pink because I thought it needed some more black because I just wanted a hint of pink. So here is the final makeup look. I really like this. I like this better than my first original ripped and stitched look, which is a huge comment for me to make. But I hope you guys like this. Let me know down below in the comments what you want to see next. Don't forget to thumbs up this video and subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot. And I'll see you guys in my next week's video. Bye.